Hi everyone, I hope you're well. So, we are going to start working through some past papers, and I just want to tell you guys the first few papers you might get a shock. The textbook gives us a very basic understanding of the topics covered. So, this is going to be the learning process. So, we're going to learn from working through past papers. And one of the ways that I want you guys to do this is you're gonna do paper one, do 3 questions a day, and then mark them immediately. So what I mean by that is you're gonna have paper one as a PDF, download it, and you will open this PDF in Microsoft Edge. So I'm gonna open it in the file location, which is just over here. So I'm gonna say open with and find Microsoft Edge. If you do not have that option in there, say choose another app and then just say more apps, and then somewhere here you would find it. But my Microsoft Edge is over there, so I'm just going to say okay. The reason why I want you to open it in Microsoft Edge, so it's by default my web browser, but you might have Chrome or uh, Firefox or whatever. But the thing is, why I like Edge is it has a built-in draw mechanic. So if you had to tick things, then you can tick there, which is really nice. And you can undo. Oh, sorry, that was rotate. There's an undo button here somewhere. Can't remember where that is. But okay, it's not here. I think I might have been wrong with that. But anyway, so you can just erase whatever you drew. And the main thing that I want you to do is you choose either uh, black or blue as your color. So you'll see I can type in there and I can choose black or blue. Keep red and green for marking. So let's say I am going to do question one. So I'm going to draw. I'm going to choose blue as my color because everything else is already black there. And let's say I choose when like this. Okay, so I did that. Now I am done with question one. So I only have to do 3 questions on Monday and the next 3 on Tuesday. So you're just going to do bit by bit every single day. So for each different statements, okay, we did that. Now we need to go mark them immediately. So I just did the paper one. So now I need to go to paper one, mark sheet. So I open that. This doesn't have to be open in Microsoft Edge, but again, this is my default browser because I like to edit PDFs on this. And then here, question one. Okay, so the correct answers are LAN and there. Oh, we actually got these. I didn't look at this at all, so it's cool that I got 2 marks. So I got 2 there, but I know since I marked this, I know that I just guessed that. So what that means is this is how I want you to mark. So I actually noticed your. Okay, you don't have to put in your, but need to go over WAN, WLAN, and LAN. Oh, I should have made those commas. Okay, so now I know, after I have done my past paper questions, I need to go over these sections again and what they mean. So for now, you don't have to go full on study anything. You just made a note in here, so I'm just going to make this, oops, I'm just going to make all of this green because this is a positive thing that you do after this. So the marking is in red so that you can see definitely which ones you got wrong in your mark. And then in green you're going to write to yourself what it is you need to revise. I would advise, now, so keep this on the test, but I would advise having a document open where you just say all of your notes. So you'll write today, Monday, it is the 11th, 11 July. Okay, and these are my notes that I have so far. So need to go over WAN, WLAN, and WAN. Okay, okay. So after that, okay, I have another question. So tick whether the following are samples of system software or application software or compiler. So I'm just going to start guessing again. So I'm just going to guess those, and let's start marking. So this would be there. Okay, so it should be there. So it seems like we got 3 out of 4 by guessing. Okay. And oh, it seems 4 correct ticks is 2 marks. 2 to 3 ticks would be 1 mark. Okay, so it means I only get 1 mark. Again, I didn't study for this, so I do not know anything about system, software, or application software. So I need to go study up or brush up on this. If I know that I got everything right for the system software, then obviously you don't have to put in the application software. So I did get all of them right. Let's say I actually really tried and I know system software, these were connected to that. Then I only have to go find something about application software in my summaries or in my work over here. So if you spent a lot of time on your summaries, now is a great time to use it. So now, um, that would be, where's theory? Here. So 6 theory, audience, safety and security, types and components of computer systems, system lifecycle, ICT applications. So this would be year 9 work maybe. Year 9 work. Theory. Here we go. So then you can go through all the different types of components and whatever you need to revise on that specific work. And while you do that, you just read through it. That's all you have to do. Just read. Make sure you go through that, and yeah, just do 3 of these questions a day. And for the practical now, where's my past papers? Here. For the practical, you're going to do the same thing. You only have to do 6 questions a day. So it's 3 of the practical. I'm almost done with the practical now. And even if let's say you're really lazy now, you don't want to put in any work, you're still going to learn because you need to go read over all these things. So the more effort you put into this, the less you'll have to read afterwards. To give 2 advantages of giving a computer a graphical user interface rather than a command line interface. Okay, so you need to know the advantages of having graphical user interface. And the cool thing about Microsoft Edge, I'm not sure if the other editing softwares also have this, but I just use this one. Then let's say I didn't answer that question at all. I can just copy this and I can just paste it in. Let me say add text. I can just paste it in there. Let's make the text a bit bigger. There, I can see most of it now. I'm going to make it red because those are the correct answers. And now I know, okay, I really need to go brush up on graphical user interface and command line interface. So then I know I can just add that to my list. And then at the end of working through this paper, I just quickly go find some information on that. If you want to, you can even go Google something quickly, but I would advise that you would learn from this. So know that application software would be a word processing software. Why would that be? Because I am applying, well, I'm not applying anything, it's an application and I'm using it. The system doesn't need to use Microsoft Word to start the graphics card. It doesn't need that to run at the background. Yeah, so I'm sure you guys will get most of these correct, and you just go read about that. So it's a lot of talking. All you do is just you do the question, you go to the mark sheet and find the answer. The paper 2 would be a bit different because you need the evidence document. So this would be for paper 2. So you'll see these are source files for what do you call it, for paper 3, and this would be the source file for paper 2. So you would have to open this. I have a lot of things open here right now. And you download this. Again, Google doesn't have the ability to, what do you call it, scan big files. So if the file is small enough, then everything would fit in here. So you go to downloads and then you just say extract all, and you can decide where you want to extract this. I'm just going to keep it on my downloads folder. Just going to say select folder, and I say extract. Okay. So now I have all the files that they have in their paper over here. So they say open the file. So task 1. So this is actually going to be the the questions, but we first have to make sure that we understand what we're going to do. So you read through all of that, you read through this evidence. So where's the evidence? Might be on, I should probably just read through this. Open the M219 evidence.rtf. So RTF, here we go. So I'm just going to open that. Enable editing. So they have provided us with a template of all the evidence that we need to put in here. Okay, and make sure your name, center number, and candidate number will appear on every page of an evidence document. Okay, so that is something you need to put in there. So we need to put in a header and a footer. So we're going to put in, let's say where it should be, will appear on every page of an evidence document. Okay, so we can just put it as a header, and we're just going to type in our name, surname, center number. Let's say my center number is 1234, and then my candidate number 6578, something like that, and it should appear on every page of our evidence document. Okay, so now if I would go on to a next page, you would see that that's going to appear right above there. So we have this appearing there. Make this black, and then okay, so we have followed that instruction. Save this as a word processed document in your work area with the file name evidence followed by a candidate number, for example. Okay, so then you just follow their instructions. So we're just going to save this as a word document, and then we just have to follow it with our candidate number. Mine's 1234. And we keep this somewhere in the source files. So as I save. Okay, and there you can see where is ours. There it is. Okay, it's right over there. Just zoom in here. There it is. And let's see. So task 1 was the evidence document. You'll need to place screenshots and your answers in this evidence document. So you'll see this for all of your practicals. You're just gonna upload the evidence of the screenshots in here. So you don't have to take screenshots of everything anymore. You're gonna follow a few instructions, and then you're just gonna do that. So with this one, I counted that you only have to do 6 questions a day. And all I did is I just take the amount of questions and I just divided it by, I think 5, I think so, or 6. I am not sure how I worked that out, but just make sure that some of these questions get done. So the first one, open the file RTF in a suitable word processing package. Save the document in your work area in the format of the software you're using with the file name. Okay, so we would have to rename this, and then we have to take a screenshot of how this file was saved. Make sure there is evidence of this file type. So what you would do now, so you can see the file type is not necessarily guaranteed in that name over there. So you would want to make sure that you have a list view, and you make sure that the type is very clear. So you can click on, let's say you saved it as a Windows document, and then you'll see there's a Microsoft Word document. So I can save this as a screenshot, and then when I upload this on evidence 1, you just take everything out that's not part of that. Okay, it seems like I selected more than one there. So it would not be a great screenshot for that. So I'm considering just retaking a screenshot there. So what I wanted to come, actually, sorry, I got carried away. What I wanted to come down to is now go to the mark sheet and let's make sure, let's make sure what it is exactly what they just said there, because they said place in your evidence document a screenshot to show this file has been saved. Make sure there is evidence of this file type. Okay, so this is the instruction that we had to follow. Let's see how they will mark this. So just want to get here, generic mark principle 1. Okay, so these are just some documents that they attached to to their answer sheet, evidence 4, evidence 3, evidence 2 here. Okay, so you can see file saved in the format of software. So they just need a screenshot of that. Okay, so actually I had that, but only thing is I just felt like it wasn't highlighted well enough. So I just put that file in there. It's that Word document there, that's the one that I wanted. And I'm just going to enlarge this so that the marker can see, and it's not necessary to put in the size there. It seems like we don't have a lot of space. So just put that there. So that for me is clear enough that I can see that it's a Microsoft Word document, and there's a file name. Obviously it should have this file name, A190x.info, should have that. And yeah, that was for question 1. So do you see how I use the mark sheet to help me answer this question correctly? So you can just have a look here. Right now, the first 3 papers that we're going to work with, use the marking sheet as a textbook. Use it as a way of understanding how to answer the questions. You'll see there's only so many different ways that you can ask things. They can change the values, of course, but using the software is going to be the same most of the time, and knowing how to show what you have done, that's what's important. So yeah, I hope this video helps. Sorry, it's a very long video. Hope you watched it at 2 times speed, but I just wanted to cover how I want you to do this, because we're gonna do this for the rest of the year. So I really want you guys to be prepared for those exams. And yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask me. If you guys want some videos on specific questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, I can also refer you to a YouTube channel where people work through these past papers, and then that would help as well. But yeah, you guys can decide and just let me know. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.